Okay, let's get into it. So, tonight we are here to talk about all of the shenanigans going on with P. Diddy. I absolutely think this is a distraction. Hopefully, some of you guys will chime in and tell me what you think the distraction is from. I'm thinking maybe something to do with Russia or maybe that bridge in Baltimore. I'm not quite sure. But a couple of things I wanted to discuss. For one, all of the things that Diddy they're alleging about P Diddy, and also I wanted to get into. I had watched I watched the BMF documentary like maybe a year or so ago on Stars, and I watched it with my father actually, and when I was watching it, I told him because Kanye had already called Diddy a Fed, and in the documentary, they actually said that the night that all of the shootings went down, that was like the real takedown of BMF, where they actually were able to press charges on them and get some concrete, uh, I don't know, I guess them breaking the law. So it was odd to me because they said that the guy that came there who started the whole altercation, he was a bodyguard of P. Diddy's. Now, I think he was like an ex bodyguard, but he was still someone close to Diddy, Puffy at the time. Um, and he actually came to a club in Atlanta for, I want to say it was Freeway T's birthday. Either way goes, he came there, started an altercation with a girl, and it led over into them actually guns being drawn and people shooting guns. Big Meech was involved. Someone got shot, and that was like when they first were trying to charge Big Meech with a crime that would actually stick. And I felt like Diddy is a Fed, and I feel like he sent that guy there to purposely do that and bring BMF down. That's just my thoughts. I don't know. You guys can let me know if you agree or disagree. You can leave a comment in the chat. I'm currently talking to myself, but I guess this is how it starts out. So, yeah, bear with me. Now, as far as Diddy, the bank just released some of his financials, which I don't even know how they're allowed to do that, but his bank that he went through to acquire the three mansions that were just raided, they're saying that he's like in debt like $100 million. And so I'm wondering why all of these people, at least the black moguls that we see that reach billionaire status, when it all comes tumbling down, you realize that they don't have anything near that in liquid assets. I mean, this is like a joke. Um, so I'm not sure. They also were saying that there were rumors of secret tunnels in some of these mansions. So this whole sex trafficking thing starting to sound very real. He's starting to sound like the Black Epstein. And I'm going to say this, I don't know that I believe everything because in Hollywood, once you cross the wrong person or they decide they're done with you and they want you out, everyone in Hollywood is going to join in. We see this every time they badmouth you. They all correlate the stories that are being told about you. One thing about the media, they can make a lie the absolute truth and the truth an absolute lie because it's just propaganda. They keep repeating it and repeating it and repeating it until your mind just accepts it. This is the way that it goes. So I don't know that I believe 100% everything that they're saying about Diddy. I do know that he has been a menace. We've heard about this for ages since, in the 90s. He's been a menace. I mean, he's the lady that was shot in the face of the club when he was with J-Lo, that Shine took the charge for. His name was already rumored to have been involved with Tupac's murder. I think possibly Biggie's as well, because Biggie was planning on leaving Bad Boy, from what I heard. So yeah, he's definitely a menace, and I don't know that everything that they're saying is true, but a lot of it probably is. A lot of people in Hollywood get their hands dirty. It's like politics. It's the only way you're going to move up that high is if people have something over you. So that if they want to dispose of you or keep you in line, they have those things to pull out. Young Miami, she's looking at possible legal troubles. I know she was listed in that lawsuit. It's not really about her, but the things that were stated about her as far as transporting drugs for Diddy, being a drug mule, she's possibly facing legal trouble. So I hope the $250K a month was worth it. It's a lot of money. She was probably doing a lot of nasty things for it, degrading things, like the women who go to Dubai and let men defecate on them, that kind of stuff. Also, I thought it was odd that 50 Cent, his latest baby's mom, that Daphne lady, who's like from the Philippines, she's just been a pass around kind of since she's been in the United States. She's been through quite a few guys. But I'm wondering if Diddy purposely added her as a sex worker on his payroll, allegedly. This is what's being alleged in the court documents. I'm wondering if Diddy did that on purpose, because him and 50 has been at his neck for years. So I'm wondering if he purposely, got his baby, 50's baby's mother involved, which to me, girl, you got to be greedy. You have a child by 50 Cent. What else do you need to do? You don't have to work. What did he say in that song? Have a baby by me, baby, be a millionaire. I cut the check before the baby comes. Who the hell cares? Why would you be a sex worker for Diddy? It's so odd to me. Um, those were just the few things I wanted to go over. Oh, they also mentioned that they found when they did the raid on his mansions, they found firearms that the serial number was scraped off on, which is a huge offense. I think that's like a federal offense. You cannot have firearms. First of all, they're supposed to be registered to you, but if you have an unregistered firearm and you've tampered with the serial number, that's a big deal. And they also stated, I'm sure you've heard that he has cameras in every room, which that was to cover his own behind, which leads me to believe that he is definitely involved in some shady dealings, because why would you feel like you need all of that leverage over every person that comes, to your freak off parties or whatnot? And lastly, just on a lighter note, I saw an interview with Uncle Luke Skywalker from the Two Live Crew, or that was affiliated with the Two Live Crew. And, they were asking him if he used to go to Diddy's parties. And he said that he's been to a few, but he said, I always left early. And basically kind of giving you the inclination that it was a little too wild for him. And if you're getting too wild for Uncle Luke, Two Live Crew, you guys are doing some wild stuff. Okay, that was it. This is going to be a short live because, like I said, I'm talking to myself. But hopefully, you guys will come across this video, subscribe, and then get notifications, and we can ping pong ideas and discussions back and forth. All right, you guys have a good night. Bye.